As MJ mentioned, quiet now, but this is what parts of the state looked like last night.
Wow.
We had several tornadoes touching down in Minnesota. Check out this one. This was near Amboy. That's just south of Mankato.
Look at the cone of that thing. Hail also hammered many communities across southern Minnesota. This was yesterday afternoon. That caused trouble for hundreds of drivers, including people traveling near Cannon Falls. Some trucks having to pull off the side of the road.
It'll take you up to Denison. So much hail. Looked like a blanket of snow out there. Our crews capturing these images on their way to cover other storm damage. Last night, Goodhue County Emergency Management and Sheriff's deputies were monitoring conditions. They're also out assessing damage.
And here's a look at the hail in Faribault. Look at the size of that, about a golf ball size. Rice County Sheriff put out a warning about scammers who will try to pressure you into home repair scams after a big storm like yesterday's. So it's always important to verify online work with a contractor before you get that work scheduled.
This morning, families in one of the state's largest school districts are needing to change their routines. This after the school board decided on changing start times.
We're talking about District 196, Rosemount, Apple Valley, Egan schools. This is to help address a bus driver shortage. Our Barrett Leone live for us in Rosemount following that meeting that had parents passionately pleading to find another option. Barrett, what's the outcome here?
Yeah, at times it was emotional. Parents came out to last night's school board meeting hoping to sway the board, but in the end, the decision was unanimous. Nearly 2,000 elementary and middle school students will need to set an earlier alarm clock to catch an earlier bus very soon. So here's how it's all going to work. Starting in the 2027-28 school year, 2 elementary schools, Woodland and Eastlake, will now start at 7:45 instead of 9:30 in the morning. The shifted start times for those two and Valley Middle School of STEM are just the start of the solution. Parents with students at any school in the district will now have to opt in for transportation services. The district will also make targeted reductions to magnet schools to reduce the complexity of cross-district busing. Lastly, the district will ensure special education learners stay closer to their neighborhood schools. Parents raise concerns about the ripple effects this will have, including one mother who said bus changes could mean she might have to send her daughter to a new school.
It's not an option to take all this support system away from her. Her teachers, her students, her other classmates, the other parents that have now gotten involved since she's gone through this tragedy of loss, all that would be taken from her.
Now, the district says that they understand concern from parents and families and say that they are just trying their best to move forward and through a difficult decision. Now, with the goal and the end of here, you mentioned a bus driver shortage. Their goal is shortening bus ride times and the just overall simplification of bus routes.
Yeah, this is a tough one.
It is a tough one.
All right, Barrett, thank you. Now let's take you to the very latest from the live desk. That's where Maria Lisignoli is following the state legislative session and school safety today.
Yes, that's right. School safety is top of mind for parents across the state. And today, a committee in the House will hear a proposal for funding those efforts. House research shows the bill will include more safety funding for public, private, non-public, and tribal schools. It would be part of a grant program for eligible schools to receive up to $500,000 for authorized school facility improvements. It encourages schools to implement anonymous threat reporting systems and school safety plans, as well as student discipline reform to protect teachers, staff, and students. The House Education Committee meeting is set for 1 this afternoon, and before that, House Republicans have a press conference planned at 11:30 this morning. We'll be following.
Okay, we'll see if that proposal goes anywhere. Maria, thank you. Well, for a second day in a row, Spring Lake Park schools are closed. This is because of a suspected ransomware attack.
According to the school district, a quote outside actor has gained access to some of the district's systems. So in order to protect information, staff shut down those systems. School's latest statement says that there has been significant progress, but another day is needed before the students can head back to school. There should be an update, they say, by midday today.
6:07 is your time, and today the Trump administration is set to host direct negotiations between Israel and Lebanon regarding Israel's fight with Hezbollah.
CBS News' Bradley Blackburn tells us all of this coming as the U.S. blockade of the shipping traffic to and from Iranian ports continues, even as President Trump declares Iran wants to make a deal.
They'd like to make a deal very badly.
President Trump insists Iran is ready to reach a peace agreement while ramping up the pressure with his partial U.S. military blockade of the Strait of Hormuz. The move to block ships traveling to and from Iranian ports began 2 days after marathon talks led by Vice President J.D. Vance in Pakistan ended with no deal, with a key red line unresolved.
The ball really is in their court. We absolutely need to see the nuclear material come out of the country of Iran.
Iran's ambassador to India also addressed the impasse Monday.
If they avoid the unlawful demands, I think that the negotiation be a success.
The ceasefire is set to expire in 8 days. President Trump made this threat if a deal is not reached by then.
It won't be pleasant for them, let me put it that way.
Meanwhile, the president's public war of words with the first American-born pope continues.
I will continue to speak out loudly against war, looking to promote peace.
Pope Leo said things that are wrong. He was very much against what I'm doing with regard to Iran, and you cannot have a nuclear Iran.
And the Trump administration is shifting focus to Israel's fight with Hezbollah. CBS News has learned Secretary of State Marco Rubio will attend talks between Israeli and Lebanese officials in Washington today, despite Hezbollah's calls to quash them. Bradley Blackburn, CBS News, New York.
The leaders of the UK and France say that they plan to host a summit regarding the Strait of Hormuz as the United Nations calls on all parties to respect freedom of navigation. The president posted on social media yesterday at least 34 ships have passed through that key waterway since the U.S. blockade began.